Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. This week, Libra, we are doing a 9-card draw. That's what we're going to do this time. So we are going to pull a deck. We're going to pull out 9 cards. We'll clarify a little bit, find out what's going on for you in the week ahead, Libra. And this reading is always going to be for the week ahead. Libra, if you've been here before, you know with my readings that they're always for the week ahead. Whenever you find it, whenever you need it or it needs to find you, it will. This could be for next week, next year. So take it as it resonates for you. And if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. It's not always going to. Just click on the X and look for your moon and your rising sign. All right, here we go. Let's talk about Libra. What's coming up for Libra, please, in the week ahead? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, I think you have some obsessive worrying issues going on here right now. It does feel like you're obsessively worrying about something that you need to talk about. There's something that you need to bring up. You need to say it. You know you must. But you know that if you do say something here, Libra, it's apt to bring something to a screeching halt or an end, right? We have the 9 swords here. Sorry, the 9 swords is being stuck in a cycle, understand? And obsessively being stuck in a cycle. And so it's like a lot of people who aren't a fan of the ending will put it off as long as they can. And Libra, you're one of the signs that whether it comes up in your sun, moon, or your rising, that you must have balance. And so sometimes you'll tend to avoid things or not really go at things. And it really always, please remember, it is always about your moon and your rising as to what kind of Libra you are. But I feel like I'm connecting with somebody here who is avoiding dealing with something because they need to stay in balance, and they know that the 9 plus, if they say something, this 9 of swords here it can be a comfort zone, right? But it is a place where we get stuck in a cycle. It's like we refuse to move to the 10th sword, the last sword, because we know that it's going to be heartbreak. It's going to be awful. It's going to be a painful ending, possibly betrayal, but we do have one sword that's on the way. So I don't think you can avoid it. I feel like something is about to end, and it might be something that is very toxic, but I feel like you are obsessively thinking about what you're going to say. So it feels like there needs to be a conversation here, because the Knight of Swords is Gemini energy, right? And it feels like somebody needs to say something with that sword in the air. It feels like somebody is just not going to stop until they finally say what they want to say. We do have the 4 of Wands. For somebody here, you could be obsessively worrying about some sort of connection that you're in. It could be a soulmate connection. Maybe for some of you, you're already in a connection. You're worried about moving in with the person. Do I want the next step? And this might be where you get stuck. This might be the cycle that you get stuck in. Maybe you take the relationship, you get into the relationship, and then you're not sure what you want to do after that. I feel like you need to be courageous. It might be a money issue for some of you. Maybe it feels like with the other person making more money than you, maybe you don't like it, that the other person makes more money than you. I feel like you need to be... I feel like you need to make a decision, but it feels like you need to take your time, I want to say, making the decision about whatever it is that you're making the decision about. Check with your intuition. Decide what you're going to do. Some of you, you're moving toward a commitment, and it's moving fast, really fast. This is aggressively fast. It's moving faster than you want it to. And so you're sort of at a position of, am I being tricked? Why does this person want to move so fast? You might be thinking, maybe we should bring it to an end. Like maybe we should bring it to a halt for a moment. It feels like somebody here wants to move in with another person, but it might be an issue of money. And like I say, the King of Pentacles doesn't have a money issue, but this person does make a lot of money. And it might be, the dynamic. Some masculines don't like the fact that feminines make more, or feminines have their own stability. And it does feel like somebody's going to have to be courageous in order to take this step forward. I feel like you should take your time. You should take your time, and the Hanged Man is not a bad place to be in order to get a different perspective. Just don't make it your home. Pop a tent. Don't build a house there, right? We do have the High Priestess energy. I want to say that you're probably silent with the King of Pentacles. And it feels like we're not talking, but it feels like somebody wants to talk about it. It almost does feel like that the next level of a relationship needs to happen. It goes from like, I'm not really sure if I want to do this, obsessively thinking about what am I going to say, and then all of a sudden it comes to you. Instead of you saying something, it comes to you instead. And it feels like the next step is the Four of Wands. And after that, it's the Hierophant. And somebody here, I feel, is trying to get stability, wants to move slow, wants to save some money. But it feels like someone is pushing you to make a decision now. And I don't think that you want to do that because it's going to rock your balance. And I don't think you want it to rock your balance. You want to wait. You're like, let's just wait. Let's just wait for it to happen organically. Why do we have to move aggressively into the next step? But some people, they feel almost like it's a competition, and that getting married is like showing everybody their worth. It's like they're looking for someone outside of them to make them feel like they have worth. So I feel like, Libra, that you're tangled up in that. I want to say that there is somebody here that you're tangled up with that wants to do it right now, and they're like, they just want you to be courageous and move forward quickly, and you're like, no, slow down. I need the balance, the sturdy stability of the King of Pentacles here. Also, it might be that somebody here probably has a lot of money, and they're like, don't worry about it, Libra. I don't care how much money you make. I'm going to pay for everything. And you're not comfortable with that because you want to do it on your own. You want to get your own stability first. And it makes sense to me. We've got the Hierophant, and we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It definitely does feel like somebody is not ready to commit. Somebody's not ready to commit, and like, look, if you're going to be so aggressive, I'm going to move along. It feels like Libra, I feel like somebody is kind of pressing you, I want to say, trying to press you to make a decision quicker than you want to make it. And it's like with the Devil here, you're like, well, why is this person so aggressive with wanting things to move forward so quickly? It's kind of toxic, and you're right. I think it is. If somebody's trying to press you into a relationship, press you into getting married, press you into moving in, it's for reasons other than love. It's a self-worth issue, is what it is. Tell me about this Knight of Swords here. Why this aggressive energy? I think you have obsessive worry because somebody here is trying to push you into something you're not sure that you want to do. It could be someone who is a Cancer. It could be a Capricorn, maybe a Taurus, a Virgo, possibly a Leo or a Pisces. We have the Fool. Somebody is trying to press you. Look, somebody's trying to push you into a new beginning. And I don't think you want to do it that quickly, Libra. I don't think you want to do it that quickly. It'll throw everything off balance, and I don't think you're down with it here. We've got the Two of Cups. That's exactly what it is. It feels like there is somebody here who you're in love with. I feel like it's legitimate love. They're in love with you. You're in love with them. And so they feel that the automatic next step is to move in together and then be married. And so I don't think that you want to do that. I feel like you want to go slow. You're trying to find the courage to say it in a way that's not going to end the situation. But I think that's what you're worried about, that you might say something, Libra, right? That you're stuck in this pattern, I think. And it might be a pattern for some of you, not all of you, that you get to this place where we're in a serious relationship and now it's time to make the decision. Do we move in? Do we start living together, or do we get married? And I feel like you get to this position, Libra, and then you start to overthink it. You start to obsessively overthink it. All the things that could go wrong. You start to worry about past situations that didn't work out, and you therefore start to worry about the situations of the future. You do have a soulmate on your hands, I feel. And so this person, I feel, is somebody who's like, look, I know that things are right. I know that things will go great because you are my soulmate. We're getting along great, but we do have the Five of Wands here. Somebody is in indecision and also worried about what other people think. Libra, I think it's you. You're worried about other people saying, Libra, isn't this kind of quick? Like, why is it going so fast? What is your hurry? And it feels like they're trying to flag you and say, like, this seems a little bit toxic, my friend. So I feel like the Four of Wands, let's talk about the King of Pentacles, because I feel like money could be an issue. And I feel like it's, the money being the issue is that And also it's speed, right? I think you want to slow things down. But it feels like somebody's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I've got it all covered. I'm going to pay the bills. Don't worry about it. But I don't think you want that. I think that if this person doesn't go slow, it's like you're feeling like, don't you care about how I feel? Like, don't you care about how I feel about the situation? Maybe I want to move slow. Maybe I want to look over some details first. And maybe I don't want you to buy everything. This person is very much in love with you. And I want to say with the King of Cups, it can be kind of the energy of being emotionally aggressive, right? This person keeps it all under the surface. But when they do finally bring it to the surface, because it takes a long, long time to get Scorpio and Cancer for sure to bring things to the surface. Pisces not so much, but it feels like we've got two kings here. We could be talking about two kings, two masculines, but we could be talking about masculine and feminine. Take it as it resonates for you, my friends. We could be talking about two people who are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or maybe one who's a Taurus and another one's a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. I really do feel like you want to slow this whole thing down. I think that you want to think about it. You want to get another perspective on it. Maybe talk to some people that you love about it. Your gut is telling you not to. That's what it feels like. Tell me about this Four of Wands here, because this is a legit soulmate connection here. But I don't think you're a fan of moving so fast. It feels like you want to wait. Again, we got the Three of Wands telling me you want to wait for the ships to come in. You want to wait for things to move organically with the Wheel of Fortune. The Star is here. Yes, you love them. Yes, you trust them. Yes, you see them as the Star. Yes, it is a healed sort of connection, but you're not sure if you want to go as quickly and as aggressively as the other person at the situation. The situation at the center, the heart of the matter here is courage. And I feel like strength tells me that you are trying to find the courage to move forward, but you are holding back at this time, because why would someone want you to move so quickly and you're not about it and they can't see it? Don't you care about my feelings? So I think you want to wait. Tell me what happens if you decide to wait here, Libra. What happens if Libra decides to wait, decides to have this conversation? Because I think what you're scared of is you're worried that if you have the conversation, that's the last sword that completes the 10, and then we're gonna break up, or it's gonna be a betrayal. This person who wants you to move in immediately right now is gonna see it as a betrayal of love. Tell me about this. We've got the Strength card. Didn't we have it another time here? Yeah, just the second one, I think. Yeah, two of them now. We've got the Eight of Swords, and we've got the Page of Wands. So, yeah, I feel like it is, I feel like you're stuck. I feel like you're stuck in the mind. You're stuck in the Hanged Man energy, and you're looking back at the path. You're like, it almost feels like a bit of a sacrifice for you, Libra. You feel like that if you move this quickly and slam a ring on it and run off to the altar, it's like, what about my fun though? What about my fun? What about the path back there? What if I want to go on an adventure? Like, can't we adventure first? Can't we have a fun time first? Can't we go on adventures first? Like, I feel like it's why you're holding back. The Eight of Swords and the Strength card tells me that you're holding back. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Something's about to change, and I feel like you're going to have to make some sort of real-time decision that you don't want to make. And I feel like if this person keeps pushing you, Libra, you're apt to say no. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune, please. What is the change that's happening here? Is the Empress. Changing to the Empress. So you would prefer to grow more. You would prefer to become more stable, learn more lessons. Like, you're not the person who wants to run off to the altar immediately. You're like, can't we be engaged for a while? Can't we grow together? Can't we learn some things, become stable financially, in love, taking action, and the way that we speak to each other? It's like you're trying to slow it down because you realize that there's too many people who use marriage as the goal and they ignore the journey. So we don't get to know each other. We don't slow down and talk to each other. I think what has to change here is that somebody needs to talk to the other person and say, look, can't we wait until we both feel like it's time, until I feel like creating a home, instead of having you build it for me, pay for everything, and get me in there like a puzzle piece, slamming in the puzzle piece. Can't we just wait until the balance comes naturally? I feel like you want to move slowly and this person wants to move quick. Tell me what your intuition is telling you here, Libra. What's your intuition telling you? I just looked up at the timer, Libra, and it said 1444. You want balance. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, we've got the Ten of Wands, and we've got the Three of Cups. So your intuition is telling you to slow down, look at the details, make sure you have enough money in the bank, or it's going to become burdensome. I feel like with the Three of Cups that this is supposed to be a celebratory time, but I feel like you're feeling very burdened by the celebratory time. And it's no fun if you can't enjoy it. We do have the Queen and the King of Pentacles, which tells me that you two are both very successful in your own right, you and your person. It's a successful situation, two people that will come together, whether it's female and male or masculine and feminine or masculine and masculine. You are both very successful in your own right, but I think that you're holding back, not because you don't want this person, but because you don't want to jump into everything so quickly. Because it's not going to work out if you jump into it quickly. I feel like you're looking back at this path here, and it's like, I'm not really ready to give up all of that fun stuff that I did in the past. I feel like you just want some time to process it, think about it, and I feel like you end up getting stuck in your thoughts, stuck in the mind, not being able to make a decision. And this waiting time is probably going to get longer and longer. And it probably wouldn't be getting this long if somebody wasn't trying to push you off to the altar. Why is the Devil here? Tell me about the Devil. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're like, why does this person want to immediately invest, immediately get into marriage? It's like we've barely worked on it. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. It's all earth energy that we're looking at. It's the 3D. Those are your concerns. Your concerns are with money, home, children, family, religion, like all the things that all the fundamentals that should be worked out before you get married, which everybody usually skips over. And that's why we have a 50% divorce rate. I feel like you want to go slow and in balance. The Seven of Pentacles tells me that maybe we're sort of at a balance about who, somebody's not putting as much in as the other person, and you want to wait. You do want to have this investment. I feel like you do want to invest, but I don't feel like you want to invest right now. That's what it feels like. And we do have the Six of Swords again, right? The Six of Swords, the Six of Swords comes up under this inability to invest in marriage immediately. We've got the Six of Swords. You're like, look, it can come in divine timing. I don't care, but let's not push it. I don't want to be made a fool of. I don't want to fall on my face because I decided that I let you take control of everything and I didn't get control of anything. Again, we've got the Six of Swords. We've got the Page of Swords. And so the Page of Swords tells me you want to make a really intellectual decision. You want to make a decision for yourself and you don't want anybody to push you into anything. I feel like you're ready to face the challenges with a clear mind, but I feel like, that there might be things hiding under the surface. I think that's what your fear is. The Six of Swords and the Ace of Swords that's in the hand of the Page. It's like, what if there's things hiding under the surface that I don't know about? Do we check credit ratings? Am I taking on someone with $100,000 of debt? Like, I feel like you're thinking about it logically because you're the air sign, and the other person is thinking about it in pentacles. They're thinking about it in money. Well, we have the money. What's your problem? We have the money. We can buy the house. We can build, like, it feels like that. I don't know what the problem is, right? But there is somebody here who might be a fire sign you're dealing with. And I think that you're really attracted to this person as well. But they are somebody who would go rogue. Like, they want to do it themselves. Like, it's almost like, a lot of little girls are raised that, they think about, they have their wedding planned by the time they're 20 and they just want to find a guy to plop in the suit to get to the altar with. That's what this feels like. It feels like it's freaking you out just a little bit because you don't know this person as well as you want to know them before you decide to marry them. But somebody here is in a hurry. That's what it feels like. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for watching here, Libra. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care. Bye-bye.